up, guys? This is WiLDRoCKeR here from WiLDRoCKeR.webs.com and JacobSetter.com. And pardon me, I'm really thirsty because I just got done doing some designs and some artwork and everything. And I literally just got done like 5 minutes ago, and I am like really, really hot. Excuse me. Because of all the stuff I have to wear to look the way I do. As you can see, I got the mask off, and you can see the lines right here, here, and here, because that mask is so tight around your face, it's like a suction, and it is a pain. Oh man, it hurts when you wear it for a long time. But I figured I'd do something new today to give back to the people, because for one, I've been seeing so many questions on my site and on my Facebook since I've been sponsored by 3 different companies, which I should mention their name, which is Google, Facebook, and YouTube, and which, by the way, thank you all 3, because I have to mention your guys' names. And so I just want to thank all 3 of them for that. But anyways, for my video, I wanted to do a couple questions that I've been getting on my site, because a lot of people have been wanting to know these questions, and I've read of them, but now I want them to hear what I hear, you know, like, hear what I hear, to feel what I want them to hear. There we go. I am so out of it today. Like, I'm so hot. I'm so tired because I've been doing shoots, I've been doing poses and everything, making art, making designs and everything, so yeah, help a brother out. So anyways, we're going to answer these top 10 questions. And if all goes well, I think I might start doing this every week, because it's not too bad. So let's get on with it, shall we? Okay, the first question was, how did you create the name WiLDRoCKeR? Actually, I did not create that at all. When I was a teenager, I used to party a lot, but I mean, I don't know what you consider partying, but, you know, we used to drink and everything, you know, because we were bad boys and all that. But, I mean, we weren't that bad. But, you know, we used to fool around, and we would do some crazy, crazy stuff. And one of my buddies used to call me, hey, you know, Rocker, and I don't know why he would call me Rocker. Like, I guess because I have a guitar, you know, but I can't play with the shit. Like, I really can't. Like, I don't even know why I have it, to be honest. I have no idea. But I always wanted to get into that. I always wanted to learn how to play guitar and be a musician at first, you know. And even before that, I actually wanted to be a technician. But I don't know, it's just a passion of designs and making art and everything, you know, consumed me. But the whole name WiLDRoCKeR came because I used to date this girl, and I would make her less shy. Like, I wouldn't, like, if we were riding a roller coaster or whatnot, I wouldn't want her to be nervous, even though, you know, yeah, she is, but, you know, just to take things head on, you know, just to say, you know what, let's go for it, you know, boom. And she would say, man, you're pretty wild, and she would always say that all the time, like, every day. And, you know, at the time, I was thinking, you know, maybe I had the idea of mixing the word wild and the word rocker, but at the time I was like, well, I'm not really a musician, so how's that really going to work out for me, you know? And it turns out, like, not even a few months later after it happened, because this happened, like, almost a decade ago, that people were like, hey, you know, hey, what's up, Wild Rocker? And I'm like, how in the hell did they start that? I'm like, I didn't start it. So just random people have started calling me that, and then ever since then, you know, I've been sticking with it, and you know, I would write it as my signature, like an alias, so to say, and then when I started making my designs, I put the logo WiLDRoCKeR on the bottom of it, and then that's what my name was, you know, it was WiLDRoCKeR. And then I got it trademarked, and then I got copyrighted, so yeah, I mean, it's a real thing now, which I'm very flattered. Number 2, are those your real eyes? Obviously not, but if they were, it would probably be freaky. No, they're actually contact lenses. I got these contacts, let's see up here. They come in these little tiny bottles. I don't know if you see that or not. They come in these little tiny bottles like that. And I got them from a site that was located all the way in Czechoslovakia. And it took about a month or 2 to actually get them shipped to me, seriously. And I thought, you know, it was somewhere closer to the US, but it wasn't. And I was like, damn, you know, because I thought my packages were late. And I was like, but they're not cheap. They run around between 80 and 90 bucks per contact. And these ones that I got in right now, these are called negative, I think they're pronounced Celia or Celsia, or I think it's Celsia or Celia, I don't know. But they're the negative versions of the originals, and because the originals are actually all black. And if I did that, that would kind of look a little too weird, even though, you know, I already do look weird. But, you know, it just there's a limit, you know, there's a limit to going overboard and overdoing something and just keeping it short and sweet. Number 3 is, why do you dress like that for your art? Well, the reason I do that is because I want to stand out. Like, even with my name, WiLDRoCKeR, when people think of the name WiLDRoCKeR, they think of a musician. And that's exactly what I want them to think. And you would think, well, why would you want them to think that you're a musician when you're not, you know? Because I want people, the whole point of my art is because I want people to not visualize the normal. I don't want people to expect anything, you know? I want stuff to just happen, you know, randomly right in front of them, you know, just catch them off guard. And when people see my designs and my art and stuff like that, they, think, and seriously, the very first design I ever made and I put out there for the people to see, they thought that I was, high class, what do you call them, big wig, kind of guy. And even though I might have that mentality of one, as for, getting stuff organized and doing things right and trying to get them right the first time, all the time, every time, I don't look like that on the outside, I mean, nobody sees that, and that's what I want people to see. I want people to see the unexpected because, one, the main reason I did it is because I've never seen any artist or designer that had, the outside image to do what I have been doing, which is, actually looking the way I want to look. And it is a, genre, or not genre, sorry, a fad, a style, and I actually do not know how long it's been, but I have seen it for a while recently, and it's called Cyberpunk, or Cybergoth. Cybergoth is what it's called. I was thinking of something else. And Cybergoth is what it's called. And Cybergoth, I'm pretty sure that it's pretty, like, it's like every other fad, but just that one really standing out toward me because like when I looked at them and I looked at their hair and I looked at their eyes and I just looked at their image and the way they danced, and I'm just like, wow, that, if I could pick any genre, that would probably be it, because that really, in a weird way, that really kind of moves me, because it's just like, how can someone, move and dance and look like that? And I mean, everything they do just looks stunning and beautiful. I mean, whether it be a guy or girl, little person, tall person, big person, small person, it doesn't matter, because it's not about what's on the outside, it's about what's on the inside, And it's just really amazing to see people, not have a care in the world and just dance the way they want to dance and feel like they're one with the music, and just really, honestly blows my mind. So I think that's what really grabbed my attention to the whole style of cyber goth. Let's see here. Can we get a close-up of your boots? Yeah, actually can. I just took them off too. And here is a close-up of them. These things are very, very big. As you can see, right here is where your foot's gonna be, and this big chunk right here is the base of the shoe, and it is massive. I mean, that thing is that thing's big. Another thing, there we go. Another thing is right here. It will actually light up. They say it's a what they called it, a plasma light. It could be. I mean, I don't know. I've seen them, at shops like Spencer's and whatnot. But when you hit this button in the back, it will pop up with, they say plasma, but of course it's just LED lights. And, it looks really nice during the nighttime. Another thing about this, too, is that not only does this little circle right here glow in the dark, but the whole entire boot, everywhere it's green on the entire boot, it glows in the dark, which is really neat. Now, how much would you think these would be? Like 100, 200, Dude, these puppies were about $500, not including tax. So they were pretty expensive. I used them for my designs and my creations, everything, to put my image out there. So, and that's the only reason, like, I don't go to nightclubs or anything with them, because I don't want to look like a chick. Anyways, let's see here. Number 5, do the contacts hurt? When you put them in for the first time, it's really hard because I actually have normal prescription contacts, and I also have glasses too. I don't really like wearing my glasses that much. The contacts are actually more comfortable, my prescription kind. However, these ones that I'm wearing right now, when you first put them in, I ain't gonna lie, they are a pain in the ass because they are massive. They are probably about maybe 2.5 times bigger than your average contacts. So when you put these bad boys in, they literally cover up half of your entire eye, and it's just, it feels weird because it feels like, they shouldn't go up or shouldn't go down that high, and it is hard to get used to when you first put them in. The first time I put them in, it took me like over an hour, seriously. And of course, for safety reasons, I took out my other ones and put in these ones, and when I get done and, go back to my boring self, I take these out and then put my other contacts back in. And the funny thing is that because of so much pain putting these in, trying to squeeze them in there, after I take these out, which these are really easy. Here's the thing: these things are a pain in the ass to take, to put in, but they're easy to take out. Like you just 2 fingers, pop. I mean, you don't have to push it or move it around. Just pull it out, and you won't feel nothing. But the fun thing is that after you take these out and you put in your prescription contacts, it's a piece of cake, because since you got these big ones in there for that long of a time, you try to put these little tiny normal contacts in there, it's a piece of cake. So it's not too bad. I mean, you wear them for about maybe 10 minutes at most, and they feel like you're, I mean, you will have tunnel vision, but like right now I do have tunnel vision, but it's not too bad. You get used to it. Number 6, do you make designs featuring yourself? Yeah, actually I do, because I wanted to get more public view on my website, and I wanted people to see, I can do designs for anything. And at first, I would do designs for just my name and myself, but then, after I started doing designs for people, like, around my neighborhood and local areas, then, around the states, and I've even had some people that would contact me online and do designs and stuff over different countries, which is very flattering, because I would never think I would, help people, in other countries, and so I would do designs and all that, and after, what was it, I started my whole business in 2004, and after about 6 or 7 years, I wanted to do something fresh, because people don't really see the designer when they're making art. They just see the art, I want them to see me too. Not because it's about me, I mean, yeah, I'm the one making the images and the designs, but, I mean, I love art so much, I really want to be a part of it. Literally. Like, if I could actually make myself into a piece of work, that would just, and do it professionally done, and that would look very nice. And that's why I had the whole, costume and outfit and everything, because I really did want to be a part of my art, and I really want to show the people that you can make designs on anything, whether it be a person, an object, anything that you see, anything that you want. Beauty's all around you. You just gotta open up your eyes and see it. Um, let's see here. Number 7. Why green and black? Oh, like for my costume? Well, that's a funny story, actually. Hold on. Really thirsty. Still hot. The reason for green and black, turns out that wasn't even my option. That was a fan's option to give me them colors, primary colors. Because I was originally going to go with black and white. Like, instead of this green and black that you see, it was going to be black and white. For my boots, my contacts are still, black and white because it matches, in a way. And I was actually going to go with black and white, style. As for my clothes, my boots, everything. And a couple of fans, and one of my close friends on Facebook, his name is Dimitri, he said, I asked him, I said, what color should I go with, before I make, all this, accessories and, make this outfit happen. And they said, why don't you go with green and black? And I was like, green and black? Why? And they said, oh, you just really stand out, and it's gotta be better than black and white, because, black and white, it's kind of, dull, because when you see it, just black and white, it's just, people really don't think it's extreme, exciting. So they want, and not only did Dimitri want it, but a ton of people, which I was surprised by, wanted green and black, on my site, and I was like, are you guys positive? And they said, yeah, and I was like, okay, because I originally was going to go with black and white, but they wanted green and black, so I went with green and black. Number 8, have you ever modeled? No, I haven't. I know you probably might get that aspect, as in for my designs, that I actually have myself physically a part of my designs. No, that is actually just me posing in random shots in the areas and spots around, different atmospheres and whatnot. The reason I do that is because, I don't want it to be a self-portrait, just the same picture over and over. I want it to have different style, different colors, different types of shading, different types of lighting, different types of textures and colors, and, like movements and angles and, all that stuff. And as for modeling, no, I have not been asked to model. I have never been to modeling school or anything like that. Would I want to? Probably not. However, I do know a couple people that are successful in modeling. One of my friends from my main town, which was Walton, there was a girl named Leah, and she turned out to be a wonderful, wonderful model, and she's still continuing with her success, and I'm very proud of her too. And so, I mean, some people like her can pull it off. For me, especially me being a male, nah, I'll stick to my designs, thank you. I'll leave that to the pros. Let's see, number 9. Do people mistake you for someone else? Actually, that's happened 2 times before. One person, I was with my buddy Jake, and we were going to the movies, and this is when I started to get known and, popular around the areas. And my buddy Jake was with me, and these 2 girls come up to me, and they say, hey, I think we know you. And I said, really? And they said, yeah, and they said some celebrity's name, I forgot who it was. And they asked me if I was him, and I started laughing. I looked at them, I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, well, we thought you were him. And I'm just like, okay. I'm just like, alright. And then me and a group of buddies went to the mall, long time ago. And, we had a group of girls come up, and they screamed my name, because my last name is Setter, which people, call me Setters as a nickname, besides WiLDRoCKeR. And they said, hey, Setters! And I'm just like, what? Like, I'm like, who the hell called my name? And it turned out to be these girls, and apparently, apparently they thought I was a celebrity. I said, no. And they said, well, you're WiLDRoCKeR, aren't you? I said, yeah. And they said, well, he's a celebrity. I'm like, I'm not no damn celebrity. Like, in my opinion, celebrities are overrated. I'm not popular, I'm not famous, I'm not a celebrity, I'm just well known because I can do good designs. Leave it at that. I don't want to be greedy, I don't want to gloat, just leave it at that. But anyways, she says, "Oh, you're really a wild rocker," and I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "Oh my god, I had no idea." She goes, "Can you do a design for me, and this and that and this and that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And long story short, yes, I did get a couple numbers that day. So it wasn't bad. Um, of course, I didn't want to go down that road of just, hey, my name's so and so, give me free stuff and all that. No, no, that's not me. I like to earn my stuff. Everything I've done for my designs, my company, my website, it all started with one person, me. And I almost got up to 4 million people on there, which is very, very, very exciting because, an average guy like me actually got, somewhere in life, after all these years. It's probably been 12, 13, 14 years, somewhere around there. And, it's been a bumpy ride. There's been times where I didn't want to try, there's been times where I want to give up. But when you really stick with something and you really want to make it happen so everyone can see it and do something that you absolutely love, and I mean absolutely, because if you just like it, it ain't gonna happen. If you love it, but you're skeptical on it, don't do it. If you really, really love something and you do not want to give it up, no matter how bad it comes to life, anything, then don't give up on it. My passion was to do designing and art. I've done all these years of doing it, and I'm still gonna keep on doing it. And it's really exciting. It's fun. I love what I'm doing. And it's an amazing ride. It's a fun journey to do what I do. And I want to make it fun too, because when people think of designers, they really don't think of anything, for them. Like if you think of a singer, of course, you're gonna get random names pop in your head. If you think of a dancer, you're gonna get, people know, celebrities such as dancers and singers and whatnot, but you never really see any for designing. You really don't see any for making art. And yeah, you might say, there are some famous people, such as, Leonardo da Vinci and all that. He was probably one of the most known, painters ever. But as for a designer, I don't know. I respect the arts totally. It's just, I mean, in today's world, you don't really see a person that's more, famous for designing as for a talent, so to say. Even though that's my talent. Number 10 is the last one. Out of all the things, which is the most uncomfortable to wear? Um, hmm. You would think it would be the contacts, but it really isn't. It's actually the mask, because the mask is so brutal. I mean, it's the perfect size for my face. Like, here, let me show you. It's the perfect size for my face. See? Like that. However, it is a real pain because of breathing. Now, you can breathe. It's not a fake one. You can breathe through the vents right here and here. And you can also take this spike off right here, if you can see it. There we go, that one. And you can take that off because it detaches and you can breathe through that as well. However, it is just a pain because of how tight it is. Well, people think, well, just loose it up, Well, you can't, so it's actually got a, certain stretch limit around it, so I have to wear it as is and everything. A lot of people ask me before too, is that, did you make that yourself and everything? In the beginning, I did make some masks that were really nice looking. However, in my opinion, I like to either go big or go home, and I really didn't want to use mine because they look like crap. And so I wanted to get a real gas mask, and I wanted to get it real designed, and actually get a custom gas mask, but also put my, my work onto it as too, to make it something a little bit more different from the original. And that wasn't cheap either. That was well over probably $100, if not more. So, but yes, I am probably talking your guys' ear off. I know that I need to rest because I am just still burning up and physically exhausted because I've been doing so many designs and everything, and some artwork. And I just got done making 2 new videos for you guys, so if you guys want to check them down on my site, you know what it is. It's jacobsetter.com. And until next time, I will see you guys later, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you probably, maybe, next week. Who knows. If this video goes well, I promise you guys, I promise all my fans, I will do another one. Okay? Pinky promise? Got a pinky promise? Alright. Another thing, this little PS to one of my close friends from high school. What was it? How did it go? She wanted me to say something. And it annoys the hell out of her, but she likes it. There was something, oh yeah. Anyway, bye Jamie, I'll see you guys later, peace.